Welcome to the, what is today's date? The August 22nd Saker Online Commentary and Decision Meeting for the Kingdom of Calontir.
Yay!
We do have the Q&A going on the YouTube. I believe it's supposed to be working, so feel free to use that. I've got it up on my screen. So
Who's you're monitoring it?
I believe I can monitor it, but if somebody wants to keep an eye on in case somebody posts something directly in the comments, that would be great.
I'll do that.
Okay. Thank you, Zanita.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, I thought it was it's going to be next week, not tonight.
It's been the fourth Monday, which has been the last Monday of the month, except for this month.
Okay. So thank you, Zanita, for posting that going, hey, it's tonight!
That's why we do it.
Yeah, I've been attempting to vary when I post to see what works better than, throwing everything at everybody at all the time.
Yeah, and she's been great at it. I take care of the back-end technical side, and she does the posting, and it works out great.
Good.
All right, number 1. Aid McCormick Unfeldham. Once again, romantic languages.
It's we Felim.
Okay,
So
go with that. Once again, romantic languages.
Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
All right.
none of the people that I think of really who do Celtic have posted any comments other than Elspeth, and I didn't know she did Celtic, but I went through everything she said,
The autocaller
and
or
she
the auto dialer.
summarized it as if the submitter wants the current form, you should date Phelim later, Phelim is listed, surname, Phelemy, blah, 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 blah. So I think that if you copy and paste the last line of her comment, that should do it.
Just a second. My brother actually called, so I should probably respond and tell him I'm busy. He doesn't call often.
Sorry, I had a robocall that came through.
Well, I just had a call from my brother that I had to tell him I'm not able to take it. Okay, so replace the surname, the second generation surname documentation with Elspeth's last line.
Yes, the line, yeah. I don't know, I wouldn't replace it, I would just add that to
Add. Okay.
Yeah, add to it.
Yeah, just the more
Gotcha.
info, the better.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. Ellison of Forgotten Sea. Per Saltire Ore and Azure for turtles counterchanged.
I don't think any of the issues pointed out in commentary are deal breakers.
No, those wouldn't necessarily even rank an artist's note.
And I don't think it's worth the trouble to get a new emblazon from the submitter with bigger turtles. We are heralds, not art critics.
Right.
I think these are identifiable.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't make those bigger at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because on the blue sides, they would just be a little scrunchy. I mean, the only thing that might help a little bit is moving them out a little bit, but again, that's no more than an artist's note.
But they're, I mean, even at the little size, when it's only taking up half my screen and like this big.
Yeah.
I am fine. You know, if you could see the lines in the blue ones, that'd be great. But that's a artifact of lines in dark blue. It happens.
Right.
So everybody knows it happens. They don't even write comments anymore. Because when most people actually do them, they'll do it in white or silver or gold anyways. So, no changes, send up.
Send up.
Send up.
Okay, the badge, number 3.
I honestly don't see any difference between this submitted badge and the one that was returned.
She made fewer and deeper jags in the erasure.
Did she? No. I went to, okay, let's see, where's the, come on, be a slow computer. The Calontir LOI of October 31, 2015. I went there and I clicked on the line drawing, and then I clicked on the line drawing on this one. Yeah, there is some difference. I mean, I don't want to return this badge. I want this badge to go forward.
Mm-hmm.
I am just hoping that if they were persnickety about her previous version, I don't know if this version has enough of a difference. I like this one and I like the previous one. I think they were just being poopheads to return the previous one.
Let me...
There is some difference.
There is.
There really is. I'm looking at them both now.
Yeah.
I think she met the rule that they asked. It's 3 prominent ones. They kind of get lost in the detail of the sword right there, but I think it's fine to send up.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to send this up. I just hope they're not poopheads again.
Well, let me pull up the Pictic. I think that might be the one. No, okay, he does not have a...
And I do think we need to include the link to the return.
The image?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not the image, but the previous submission thingy. I had a thought, and then I'm lost.
Well, the text is all there.
Okay. I don't remember if there's normally a link or not when they send it.
No, it's usually just the text of the actual return, not the commentary.
Honestly, I don't see that much of a difference between the two.
There's not a lot, but there is a difference.
I mean, I can see how the back jag was lengthened a little bit.
Which letter was it again?
It was the LOI of October 31st.
Of 2015.
Of 2015.
Okay.
That's really the only difference between the two.
No, it's 9:30.
9:30, okay.
I'm looking at the Calontir LOI of...
I'm looking at the internal, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The external was
a Halloween 2015.
Yeah.
To me, that looks like it's the only difference is the jag that's furthest away from the mouth, they lengthened it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is the same.
No, the center and the front ones are longer as well. 3 jags have been changed.
And they're also a little more vertical in the new one.
Mm-hmm. I still think that front one might make them be stinkers because it's not vertical enough.
Well, all we can do is send it up.
Exactly.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, she definitely lengthened the jags and lowered them because they come down farther on the to the quillins of the sword. So, if people quibble on this one, I will argue.
Yes.
The other one, I wasn't quite as firm on being able to argue it, if that makes sense. Okay, number 4. Beatrice Samira. Per chevron argent and gules semi-delise argent, 2 cinquefoils per pure, and a natural tiger rampant gardent or marked sable. Close enough.
I will take responsibility for this chevron. If it's really going to cause a problem, I can ask Logan Monroe to fix it.
Actually, if I put a bar at that line, it's not that far off of half.
Constantia posted. We need to maybe note the set from period practice for the natural tiger.
Okay.
Yeah. I do not know if she wants the cinquefoils to be big enough to be co-primaries, or if she wants them to be a secondary charge group. I really don't know.
They fill the space.
Well, they could be bigger, but don't go in there. Don't go. Stop it. I'm dog sitting. So I guess I'd like to. I mean, if there are not other big problems discovered, I think I'd like to just send it up.
I concur.
I agree.
Okay, 5. Braggy Odson. Name.
I found no conflict with the name. And we have registered Braggy before. I was wondering if there would be an issue with, using a god's name, but it doesn't seem to be. I think that's one of the common ones they used.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Chris, by the way, Chris Carson is in fact the one, the only Braggy Odson. Hi, Braggy.
Hi, Braggy.
Hi, Braggy.
You are muted, so we can't hear you.
Okay, he shouted hello to everybody.
All right, so the name looks fine to me.
We should say hi to Sylvia, too.
Oh, hi, Ketsia.
Oh, Ketsia.
Yes.
I can't hear you, Ketsia. You can type in chat. I assume you can hear us, though, since you responded.
Yeah. No, the only issue with the name is we've got Braggy Knutson or Knutson registered, but Knutson Odson is a difference, so.
And Oscar didn't even bring it up as a potential conflict, so.
Yeah, it's not a conflict.
Okay. So, the device. Yes, we have banana crescents as compared to the standard crescent.
At least they're not
Those
yellow.
are valid charges. They're valid charges.
Yes, and if you look at the link that I posted, thank you, Sophia. Those crescents in that device are very, very similar in how shallow they are.
But I would like to point out, Bragi, this is something that I failed to mention when you mentioned it to me at the Herald's Retreat, referring to crescents as heraldic bananas. We all say that. It's not a disparaging comment.
It's
it's not at
referencing
all.
the difference between a banana-shaped crescent versus the C-shaped crescent.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all it means.
So he was not being disparaging or snarky.
No. So there's a comment in the chat.
Constantia, C is for crescent. That's good enough for me. For those who cannot see chat, that was worthy of sharing to the wider audience.
Yes. Ketsia asked if they are in fess or in pale. I don't know if we really have to. They are.
That's default.
They're the blazon actually includes interlaced in fess ghouls.
And yes, if you pulled the two crescents apart, you can see that they are side by side.
Yep, their center point. Yep, their center points are in fess. But good to bring up. It's one of those easy things we can miss sometimes. All right. So, anything else? Any other commentary on number 5?
I don't know, this is too easy. I mean, he's a new herald. Shouldn't we make him work for it?
Or at least make him sweat just a little bit?
You mean like everything I have ever sent up of my own has set precedent? Except for my alternate name, which was Arabic, so that's hard enough on its own. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, number 6. Dorcas, Whitecap, new badge. I love this badge. It's adorable.
Once it gets registered, do you want it?
No.
I'm sort of doing it to not set precedent, but to be the first instance, the defining instance of.
I think most heralds at some point want to be that person. So, fieldless, a barnacle goose tree, or leaved and fructed ghouls.
The amazing artist at 50 Year drew this for me, and I was gone when she got finished to the point where she was ready to ink it, and so I will say that I kind of would have hoped for bigger goslings, but I think these are recognizable as goslings.
Yeah, the art is phenomenal.
She was phenomenal.
Especially since being the defining instance, you're pulling it out of your head. Other than the, period.
Other than the 5,000 pictures I sent you?
Yeah. But that's good to have, Yeah. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Two quibbles I have with Oscar. You can only upload 5, and 2, the images you upload don't transfer between ILOI and ELOI. Yeah.
Who was the artist?
Her name, she's new. Her name is Artemisia Gentileschi.
Oh, I love that name.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's not. She's based on Artemisia Gentileschi. I'm sorry. She's Artemisia de Firenze. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, no, she's not trying to register the name of the famous artist. No, it's based on the name of the famous artist. Blech. She has her name on the current Middle Kingdom internal letter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, does anybody have any commentary on it? I will add Modar's commentary on the ELOI.
Yes, that's pretty awesome. At 50 Year, there was a herald from Atenvelt. Well, she's a snowbird, so she's from Atenvelt and Atlantia both. Mm-hmm. Atenvelt and Meridies both. Her name is Honor, and I think it's spelled Honore. But anyway, she did a huge amount of conflict checking to help me choose which colors to make it. So this has been conflict checked 6 ways from Sunday.
Which is good. Okay, and Zanita, we keep losing and coming in because she's having technical issues. So, hi, Ugo.
Hey, sorry I'm running late, everybody.
No
That's
worries. All right, number 7, Emma Underfoot.
I have nothing against this name.
Either do I.
The
No.
story makes it even more adorable, though.
Which barony?
Magmore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Constantia says she has no problems with the name.
Emma is also known as Jane. So you've probably all met her at some point or seen her running around. All right, no commentary?
Well, wasn't Jane Corwin Jane No Shoes for a long time?
Yes.
See? Same idea.
Mm-hmm.
Except she never registered or tried to register No Shoes.
True. But
But yes, we register joke names in the SCA. We do.
Joke
And
names are period.
Yeah, it's period.
all right.
All right, moving on. Number 8. Name, Gianna Viviani.
There's no conflicts with this name. And it's pretty. I like it.
Better be nice. This is Broggy's lady wife.
It's a lovely name.
Norse and Italian, huh?
I will add Maridana's commentary.
Yes.
Just as an additional. Other than that, any other?
Not on the name.
All right, how about her device? Purple, azure, and argent, a squirrel, Sejant, erect, counterchanged.
The default for squirrels is Sejant erect.
Okay.
Oh, so we can just say a squirrel.
Yep, a squirrel counterchanged.
And if I remember correctly, acorns are optional and need to be blazoned if they're there.
I believe so.
Okay. I'm sure somebody will correct it if we guessed wrong.
And make sure you catch that extra comma that Gawain pointed out.
Oh, yeah. There's a...
Okay,
Did I
yep.
freeze again?
Nope, you're good.
What?
Okay, number 9, Holta Fjorleaf. I think it's an awesome cant now that it was pointed out to me. It took being pointed out to me. I've seen way too many heraldry these past year.
And as far as the type of leaf, according to the picnic, the generic leaf, Hugo, you did the artwork on this, and I believe you picked up the leaf from the picnic.
That is the generic leaf, and talking with the client, there's no specific type of leaf she was interested in, so we just ran with the generic one as specified.
I might mention in the documentation that this is the generic leaf from the picnic.
Yep, and you might even want to put the link there just for convenience sake for external commenters.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm going to go get my balo for the next one.
Okay.
Just to check.
As a point of just Hugo's own heraldic name education.
Yes.
There was some question is probably too dramatic of a word, but there was some curiosity about the structure of this name being hyphenated, and
some people have issues with prepended by names.
Right.
They are very particular because the rules just say you have to have 2 name elements, and this does. There just happens to be a dash instead of a space we're used to.
Right.
Does that answer your question?
It does, and so we're fine sending it like this. We don't need to.
Well, the name's
Right.
already up. This is for just for the device.
Didn't her name already pass?
Maybe?
Yes, this is just device.
Then ignore my lack of paying attention, please.
Oh, that's...
It was on the April LOI.
Okay. All right, number 10, Jacob Biergi?
Bieragi.
Bieragi. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
go with that.
Biraga.
Okay, in my German version of Balo, Bierage is spelled with an E, not an A. Biereyge.
But if that's the S.N. whatever that stands for, if you read the entry, Bierage with an A is in there.
Okay, I'm looking.
I'm almost certain. Now I'm going to go get my Balo.
Not in the German version, it's not.
Well, regardless, did he check any boxes of doom in the submission that we know of, or is that going to be a problem?
I can double check, but they would be listed if he had.
I have the translation Etta Gentry.
He did not check the boxes of doom.
B-I-E-R. Okay, so I've got the Gentry translation. It's page 42. There's B-I-E-R-E-Y-G in parens E. And then it says Middle High German, Bierog, a citizen who is licensed to brew his own beer. Johann Bierroig and Bierige, Jenna 1461. So there's I guess that means Johann Bierroig and Jenna Bierige.
Because that's not in Balo.
But it's in the Balo I have. It's in the Gentry.
It's not in Balo's German version.
Okay, so we need to change it to say, well, but it says Balo/Gentry. Does anybody else have a copy of Balo Gentry?
Not handy. If you could scan that page and email it to me, I'll include it.
I no longer have the ability to scan things. I lost my job, so I don't have a scanner available.
Can you photograph? That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Can you photograph it and send me the photo?
That I can do. My phone is. Let me just do that.
Okay. Really, kitten? Ugh. Okay, the bottle is being moved to there, so she can't just reach up and knock it back off the table. Because she's a kitten.
I'm checking Breckenmacher.
Oh, search family search.
There, that's a better picture. Well, so the thing is, though, it's not going to be, a picture of the colophon and it's just a portion of a page. I don't know if I can get the whole page.
Even if it takes a couple of photos, that'll work. I can make it work.
Okay, well, darn it. Share messages.
Okay. Not in family search. If you could also shoot me a photo of the title page and that would be awesome.
Okay, so I emailed it to the first phone number that came up that I have for you.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be in Breckenmacher.
Dorcas, could you hold the page up to your webcam?
Yes, yes, I can.
Leading edge of technology.
We'll see if this works.
Yeah, but my webcam, it's got it. Really?
Oh no, that would totally work.
Can you see? Can I get it closer? I can.
That works. Let me screenshot that.
I can't hold it still.
You're
Hold
good.
on.
Okay. Whoops. Let me make sure I'm on the right one that I
Say
screenshot.
when.
One for now. One for now. You got a good image of it.
Okay. Okay.
Damn it.
Oh.
I'm
What?
checking Saban too while I'm at it.
All right. Hold on. Go team.
Otherwise, I've got a couple other sources I can check offline.
Okay, I got it.
All right, and then of course.
Pull it back just a little bit. Back, back, back. Back. Okay.
Yeah, just ignore the cliff behind you.
Cliff behind me.
Well, we'll think fondly of you, Dorcas.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
Can you do it again? I didn't catch it.
Here.
Or Ugo, did you get a good copy?
Well, good is entirely relevant, but I got some screenshots. I will email them to you.
Okay.
I believe I have your email, but in case I don't, just shaker@calontir.org.
Saker, S-A-K-E-R.
That too. That works. Just as well. Yeah.
Gallery. Okay.
Well, I guess, but he accepts changes anyways for a single letter, so
It's kind of academic at this point.
if they need to change it, they will.
Yeah.
Chandra, I'm sending it to your 4744.
That'll work. That's my Google Voice account. That works.
Okay.
It ends up on my phone either way.
Okay. And
Okay, so I just sent this. Dorcas, I've CC'd you as well.
thank
I
you.
can clean it up a little bit and sharpen it up a little bit, but it's not going to make tons
Okay, cool.
of I'm not going to do that.
All right, so we'll send it up with the additional
I'm sorry.
documentation.
Would you turn it back on, please?
There, those are the two best screenshots
Okay, that'll work.
with the whole page and also the colophon.
Cool. Okay, so the device, per bend, vert, and argent, 2 hops, sprigs, counterchanged.
Yeah, he's not trying to be German at all. Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Well,
And I want to go on record as saying this guy does not suck. There's a long story to be told.
Alrighty then. So any commentary? Looks good.
No, look sharp.
Hop sprigs is uncommon enough that 2 of them should be a cakewalk.
Yeah, I found no conflicts when I was working with him. So the image that I uploaded in the comments, well, of course, you can...
I have the original. I just grabbed the wrong image.
Okay.
But thank you for catching that. Catherine Winterbourne, resub badge, number 11. Ermine 4 Fleur-de-Lis in Cross Purpure.
3rd time's a charm.
I think it fixes all the issues. If the ermine were any larger, they would visually conflict from the fleur.
I think it looks fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then 12 and 13 are 2 POTCs. No need to comment on those. 14, the name, Lars Gulbjorn. Other than the typo. This was an interesting one to have to find because the link he gave me on the forums didn't work. I had to manually find all his documentation.
well, that's fun.
Well, good for you. Thanks for doing that.
In Norwegian.
What typo were you referring to?
Is it the one Eleanor made?
Yes, the one Eleanor corrected.
She typed in BG instead of GB.
GB.
What about GD?
You're bossy.
I may say that about documentation occasionally, Ugo, but it doesn't go in the letters. This may have been one with the documentation of having to find the website. Alright, so no commentary on the name. We're calling it good. How about the device?
Toyota.
Toyota.
The base looks about the right size to me.
Mm-hmm.
The fish, I think, are recognizable as fish. How many phalanges does a bear have?
No clue.
I want to say there's a difference between even black bears and grizzlies, if I recall correctly.
But we are heralds, not taxonomists.
Mm-hmm.
I believe 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works.
I'm sorry I asked.
Well, even still, a paw print is a paw print heraldically, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
does this get blazoned as just
Probably not, because it's part of a cant.
Right, Gold Bjorn.
well, what is?
Gold Bear.
Hmm.
Yeah, but what is? Oh, so just the Bjorn part is the can. Okay.
Right.
No, Gold Bjorn. Gold Bear.
And with a gold paw print.
Ah, got
And
it.
Constantia says rawr 3 times.
Okay, so Meg Ingen Wieseveen. Her name. She took the advice that was given on the LOAR. I can't can't knock it. It's the form that they recommended, so
And if they're, do the forms, are they old forms? Because I know that I filled out these forms for her maybe 5 years ago.
they are not the newest form, but not enough has changed between them that I did accept them.
Thank goodness.
Because I realize how old this return is.
Is this the Ames, Maeve?
Yes, this is.
Okay.
I was still living there when this went through the first time.
Yeah, I don't know why she waited this long or what finally nudged her to submit now, but hooray!
Yep.
We'll take it.
All right. So name is good as is, as far as we know, since she used the. Because even if something has changed, I think since she's using the exact version given in the LOAR, they can't really quibble with it. Correct?
I think so.
So the device, they may reblazon it as lozenge. Not my call.
And I do remember that I asked her, do you want the lozenges touching the sides and the top, or do you want them small and not touching? And I remember that she said, yes, I want them touching the tops and the sides. So.
So here's my question from a heraldic artist, illumination, reproducing the blazon.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets blazoned as lozenge, is there the potential of any difference in that treatment?
Yes, there's a chance somebody could give the picnic blanket version.
The
For
picnic
which one? The paw print?
No, Maeve's number 15.
Oh, okay. I'm just posting the Mist Home paw print for the last one. I was just spending my time doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And you should probably specify it as a step from period practice having the paw print.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah.
So if you take the red and white picnic blanket cloth, so it looks like lozenges, there's a potential somebody could do it that way.
Yeah, that'd be my only worry. And if I wanted to be really picky and make an artist note, is that pale white enough?
Oh, barely.
Barely.
Cool. I'll take barely.
God, I hope so.
Oh God, I hope so.
I am pretty sure that that I used the same, because you see I did this in MS Paint.
That is the identical width of the version she sent up the last time. I can tell you that based on how I see her use it.
So I don't think that they complained at the width of so I think they're not going to complain again. Okay, so what we need to do is find the original submission and the original return, and just have that handy for ammunition in case they want to whine about it.
The return is listed there already.
For the name. Oh, for the device? There it is.
Where? Oh, there we go. There we go. Pale is almost, but not quite lozengey. Make them throughout or not throughout. Okay, May 2006. Okay, so yeah, I think if they didn't say anything, I think the standard, the way they do it is, if we don't say anything about this style problem in the original return, then we're not going to penalize you for not knowing about the style problem when you resub. If a conflict, either we missed one back then or a new one has surfaced, sorry, you're SOL. But as far as style,
And especially since she took exactly what they recommended.
Yeah. Yeah, they said either throughout Palewise or not.
Okay, well, but, you know, there's always the chance 10 years later somebody could quibble about it, but that's not us because she waited 10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will send that up.
Yes.
Okay, Miranda de Logan with the family two-headed snake. I like Azure, a two-headed serpent node and a bow and knot crosswise, heads at either end and respectant, and on a chief ore, 3 mullets of 8 points Azure. I like it better than the original she did. This is an improvement.
Sure.
Yeah, I was in on the original one, and
I was also there.
Yeah, she was pretty adamant about one particular way then. So yeah, no, this looks great. This looks period plausible.
Mm-hmm. All right, then number 7, new device for Reynaldus Fletcher of York. Sable, a fox rampant proper, maintaining a tankard ore.
And is this for Magmore, I think?
Yes.
So Natalia is a very good artist, and she's skilled in many things, but she's not real experienced as a herald.
Right. Do we know, is there quick and easy documentation that can be pulled together, at least for the device, to get it through with the German red on black?
I would suspect there probably has to be, but as far as quick and easy, I could take a look at Mr. Sophia's heraldry wiki, see if she might examples. So let me just check that for the helmet real quick.
Well, while you're doing that, other than that, we have to bounce it.
Yep.
Same with the badge.
And the same for the badge, yep.
Unfortunately, I don't think the badge is salvageable. The device potentially.
Yeah, I really doubt we're going to find that nitty-gritty in an example.
Yep.
In the crazy world of women.
How could we blazon this so that the tankard is primary and the jamb is secondary?
It still has to have a definition with the field.
Okay.
They bounced a badge that I was part of because a green thread didn't work on a red field.
Right.
And it was a critter holding a threaded needle.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Pretty telling.
Yep. So we'll move on while you're looking that up, Ugo, if that's all right.
Yes, please do.
Since we've got so many of these. Reinhardt Krug, new name and new device. The name seems pretty clear.
Well, except it really isn't specified much for as far as dating.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I want to back up because we missed Ketsia's comment about on the badge, the blazon, the typo is able, not sable.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be bounced, but to be fixed the next time around. Okay,
Yep.
Sorry. Moving back.
To stay on our dear canine friend. Really quick, just to confirm my understanding of the IAP rules, I need to find a four-legged animal, or do I need to find a canine-looking creature of some sort?
I think four-legged.
Quadruped.
Okay. Let me see what I can do.
So Reinhardt Krug, can anybody get those dated?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Let me look at my page 449 because apparently Because, all I have is the Balo Gentry. Ah, well, it's a different edition because my page 449 is in the S's.
All right. I can get Reinhardt without the T, and that's a very common German thing to do. Off. It's actually dated to 1316. It's probably in the German Balo, because that's where I'm getting it from. I'm getting it from Talon's article, Medieval German Given Names from Silesia.
Can you email me that
Yep.
link?
So here is page 406. Here's page 406. Reinhardt is right by my index finger.
Brigida has it, so we're good.
Yeah, it's in
Okay.
a different Balo book than the one you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
I have it,
Okay.
but that's where Talon got the article from.
All right. And you actually speak German, so
Jawohl.
there's that.
Okay.
Just to follow up on the box device, I'm not finding any quadruped schools on Sable. I'm finding a couple of eagles, and that's about it. So, nothing enough within the German tradition to give us our few examples.
Then we will unfortunately have to return both of those for color on color. With, for the first one, the option, if they can find the IAP, to give it a go.
Yeah, and I'm happy to pass along possibly the links either through the return channels or just someone can personally message Seraphina Mendoza and say, hey, here might be a place to start.
Yeah, Natalia is the one who worked with them, I think.
Ah, yes, I apologize, right.
Yeah, this was an interesting one because the only name listed on the form was Reynaldus.
Oh.
Thankfully, there's only one in the SCA who happens to live was registered in Calontir.
Okay.
And it looks like the surname Krug, Gawain got a citation for that.
Right.
From Breckenbacher.
Yeah, and I've got Krug, Krugman in my Balo Gentry, which is the.
Let me see what my Balo has.
I've got the second edition.
Right, but mine's the German version.
Right.
It might be a little bit different. Nope, mine has no dates either. So, I mean, I could check some of my other sources if you want something else besides what Gawain has.
Gawain's will work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, sending you the Reinhardt dating.
Oh, Constantia found something in Family Search also. 1611, it's a B batch.
For Krug. Okay. That'll work.
Oh, and the new mnemonic for remembering which batches are good, Zara came up with one that I find actually memorable, and it is because pajamas kill me. B and C, P and J, K and M. Because pajamas kill me.
That works. Okay, so Reinhardt's device. Procure on a round-headed knife, half-moon knife, or a wolf passant sable. Taking Gawain's option. Toyota.
Yep, agreed.
Well, originally we developed this as a wolf on a Fairloop, which is kind of a sick joke, which I sort of approve of. So apparently, when he finally came back to Natalia and said, "Okay, I'm ready to do this," he changed his mind about what kind of
Well, this
primary.
does give him a little more room to make the wolf bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will call that good. Next, we have Shane Bax, new device. Well, change of device. Argent and Otter Courant ghouls between 3 crosses of Calatrava Sable.
I sure hope this otter is recognizable.
It's
'Cause
recognizable as an otter, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I think it is.
I had a hell of a time getting one because I'm not a computer artist.
Constantia agrees that it's an otter.
Yep.
Definitely not meatloaf.
Also, he wants to retain the former device as a badge.
Yep, I have that listed in the correction. Alright, 21, Sigrid and Blocky Deer. Resubmission. I'm still going to send it up with all the parts, I think. Since she did say she can either take it or leave it, and see if it's possible somebody up at Laurel Commentary can think it, but I do think that, yeah, with the two descriptives, they may have to drop one.
Yeah, I think that yes, we do indeed allow double by names, but I think she's thinking in terms of one by name describing the other by name, as opposed to both of them describing the given name.
Mm-hmm.
So
Person.
This
Yeah.
feels like a LARP or a fantasy novel name, and I worry that might be the frame of reference she's looking at here.
I believe you've met her, Ugo.
I'm sure she's a lovely person.
Yes.
you met her at Horse and Falcon.
Yes.
Gotcha.
She was one of
One of our clients.
yeah.
Okay. So send the name up, but note the
Willing to
potential
drop
issue we found.
Sorry, I spoke over you. What?
But note the potential issue we found with it.
Right.
Her device.
Oh, by the way, changing
Yeah.
it to feminine gender, she's okay with that.
Which.
Blocka.
Oh, block it, dear.
Yeah.
Okay. Device.
So, Chandra, since you told me this past weekend that you did not need me to hand you fresh device forms.
Right, because you emailed them to me.
Okay.
I will double check to make sure I got them.
Good, because I was standing right there.
I know, yes.
Stamp! Wah, 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 a stamp. And yeah, I did specifically email her and ask her, and she's fine with Modar's version of the Ivy.
Cool. Oh, it helps if I'm looking at the right email box. Okay, yep, I do have the forms. We're good. I can just save those over my originals. or with in the yeah. All right, so yeah, with the redraw, I think we're good. Anybody else's opinions?
It's fine. I mean, I agree with Volk that there was a place for a cant here, big time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Tragic. Okay, so number 22, Tenavon. I'm not even trying the Indian.
Brahmamarayar. No, that's not right. Brahmamarayar. Brahmamarayar.
Well, it seems pretty cut and dried since it's exactly found in an article on St. Gabe's.
I do agree with Solveig's comment that we should probably mention that this historical person is not important enough to protect. Or that we assume so.
Mm-hmm. We'll add that. Okay, number 23, Tiernan Otterburn.
Be right back.
Ghouls impale a phoenix ore between two natural tiger jams, Festwise Argent marked sable. I would like to list these as a pair of natural tiger jams, because that might be able to fix the issue with them being opposites, aka one potentially inverted depending on how you're looking at
I
it.
still think it's going to hit unity of posture.
I'd like to throw it up and see.
Yeah, I think we should continue to submit.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying that it's likely we should maybe warn or caution him that might be a reason for return.
Yeah.
But that it's still going up.
Mm-hmm.
I think this guy's from Tor. I think he is the son of the current Baron and Baroness of Forgotten Sea.
He is.
Yeah.
His name and device came through when I was Saker.
And yeah, because there's recently another Tigernan. And I know this guy likes to pronounce it Tiernan because that's correct. And the other guy, I don't know if he has submitted it yet, but he likes to pronounce it Tigernan. So
Okay.
just to make sure that there's no confusion between them. But no, I do think that we should no continue to send up make up stuff that has the potential unity of posture. Just keep doing it till they come to their senses.
Promote test cases to clarify the ruling.
Again and again and again.
Alright, so I'm going to change the blaze into between a pair of natural tiger jams erased Festwise Argent, and note natural tiger is an SFPP. Alright, that is everything. Anybody else have any other comments before I take us offline?
Nope. I'm good.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight who was watching us via YouTube. Next month, we will see if we can do the on-air broadcast. Google is changing things up hardware-wise on September 2nd, so I don't know. If we can, we will. If not, we'll see if we can save a copy and upload it. Not sure how it's going to work in the future. Hopefully, I have a month to play with it. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.